Pantas Leshore, Ma Museum, native researcher, bringing you again part 2 of County Annual Development Plan, processes and development that we were able to attend today on 28th at GREENGOS Hotel in KISERIAN. And in this section, we will definitely bring you analysis of the forum, issues that affect forums, community engagement, and other areas. So what is the forum overview? We attended the consultative meeting for the preparation of the county annual development plans for 2025-2026. And as I said in the first series, the county governments under the Constitution of Kenya are required to carry on consultative forums in the community, in the villages, and even in the wards level. Ma Museum really wants this information to reach the county, the village and ward levels. Today we bring you a continuation of part 1, and we are in part 2 to look at analysis of public participation forum held in the GREENGOS Hotel in KISERIAN that started at 11:30. Initially, the starting time as per the calls and in the newspapers is 10 o'clock for all the 5 sub-counties sites that were selected and identified. So in KISERIAN in GREENGOS Hotel, it started exactly at 11:30. And it targeted residents, of course, of Kajiado West and neighboring towns within, of course, Ngong municipality, specifically KISERIAN, Ongata Rongai, and Ngong. Of course, the public participation meeting that was taking place in Matasia really looked at the municipality. So Ma Museum and its research will focus on the rural villages that are covered within municipality. But again, how do the 3 municipalities bring impact? What projects will make impact when suggested by Ma Museum? And we'll give you more details. A very good example is the SGR station, which is underutilized, but we'll bring you that to see how the three municipalities, that of Kajiado, Kitengela, and Ngong, can benefit from this presentation. The key issues that we'll look within our forum overview include project implementation. We will also look at challenges that face public participation meetings, but again, challenges at the ground when it comes to stalled or ongoing projects. What are those challenges? We will also look at the effectiveness and efficiency of public participation itself as a framework. And then we'll also look at accountability gaps that need to be looked into and addressed within the public participation and county government devolved governance from 2013. So what are the issues? We want to look at the issues that we were able to observe from scientific. This is scientific. It's not politics. It's not the issues of clan. It's not the issue that we are fighting any leader in the governance systems. No. These are scientifically informed. And being scientifically informed, it will also inform policies, actions, and practices for better outcomes of designed and funded projects in the county government's structure and devolved governance system. One of the biggest issues that we observed was the issue of time management. The meeting, as per the newspaper, and also from the mobilization, was to start at 10 a.m. and it started at 11:30. Most of the county government officers within the devolved governance, these are the county administrators, the village admins, and the ward admins. Some of them arrived very late, and some of the residents are already there by 10 o'clock. So this is an area that needs to be looked at in terms of time management. So the forum experienced significant delays with administrators introducing themselves for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and even introductions going on until 12 p.m. There were also few observed frustrations and walkouts because by 1:15 p.m., the MCAs, the 3 MCAs out of 6, walked out, and I think they went to discuss something after the MCA of Kenyoke presented some of the challenges. Well, it was more like frustrations that they faced, which was good for Ma Museum to capture, also from the members of county assembly perspective. What are some of the challenges they face? It was very important to have an MCA attend, give their side of views of what works and what doesn't work. But again, it just brought that there are already wrangles and similar wars between the members of county assembly and the executive from this public participation forum. It actually brought that very clearly. By the time again the MCA did his talks, and again the organizers explaining about what CADP is, it took a lot of time, giving very limited time for residents to give their insights on stalled projects, ongoing projects, as mandated in the planning and framework of public participation. Another challenge, the second challenge, is public participation challenges. What are some of the public participation challenges? One is limited engagement. I repeat, limited engagement. And the forum was attended predominantly by chiefs and county administrators rather than a broader segment of the community. Why again was there limited engagement? It was because it was done in KISERIAN, and Kajiado West is so diverse geographically. Actually, it extends all the way to Elangatawas, the Edukota, and it also extends all the way to Lake Natron on Kenya and the Tanzania border. Inadequate representation was another challenge. So there was notable discrepancy. We realized there was notable discrepancy between the time officers spoke versus the attendance of the public suggesting issues in engaging with community. And Section 88 of County Government Acts actually demonstrates or guides how to hold forums for communities that can easily be left out, like the indigenous communities, the 4 villages that are within the municipality. That is from Kibiko, Kimuka, Oloishebor, Kisamis, and then all the way to Olchoro Nyori. These are some of the villages that fall under the municipalities. And it seems then again, there was inadequate representation because those who have been sent from this area range between 3 to 4. I think Kenyoke ward and those from KISERIAN were more. So we had a majority of them coming from KISERIAN and really insignificant representation from those villages. Actually, when we did our research, we realized that they are also guided that from this ward, from this village, wakuje watatu wane or 5. I think it's again influenced by logistics. I don't know whether they give logistics, but that could be one of the factors that could hinder an effective public participation. Challenge number 3 is project management and implementation issues. So within that forum that was held today, we had incomplete projects. So there are numerous projects, particularly health related and infrastructures, that were incomplete. Ma Museum was further able to do research, and we even had projects that have not been implemented since 2013, when the new constitution was promulgated and when the county governments came in office. I know personally as a healthcare provider and working with AMREF many years ago, because I was also involved in the establishment of county governments. We went to so many meetings as an organization to give our insights, and particularly on health, looking at the World Health Organization building blocks and health system strengthening. And we know the African Development Bank went into partnership and MOUs with the county government in the first in the startup when Honorable Governor Kidenye was there. And even now, if you go to the county governments, there are many of those stalled projects. And the fear that we found as Ma Museum and research team is some of these projects are aging. So when projects age, then you cannot also renovate them or continue with them. And some of them become a health and safety issues for those working there and even for the communities using these buildings. So there's also concern over the effectiveness of current models and standard operation procedures for managing these projects. And this also came out very clearly that the recruitment of county admins and village admins is not looked from the perspective of the education level. And the clan issue comes in here. If all projects, all county administrators and village and ward administrators have at least a basic project management, then most of these projects will be successful because they have no idea on project inception, project ideas, project implementation, project planning, project monitoring and evaluation, all the way to project evaluation. And these days, impact evaluation, they lack these skills. And therefore, SOPs are not adhered to, and most of the contractors are not engaging with the community. They are just brought in, of course, because we understand what's happening in this country in terms of planned corruption. Another challenge within the project management and implementation issues is corruption and accountability. Corruption in construction and procurement has led to many stalled or failed projects. The public perceives a significant gap in accountability and transparency regarding project execution and funding. And definitely, we were also able to get 2 or 3 case studies from the county officers who are able to share with us some of the projects that failed. Like one that they really did, it was very interesting for me. A project that a contractor came, he didn't have the construction materials for a class, and instead of having materials, you know, the wheelbarrows and all the equipment that a constructor will come with, he took the suvurias from the school. And these suvurias, you know, the big suvurias, were the ones they could koroga the simiti for this building. And of course, that project was not successful. The community came up, raised up their concerns, and that contractor was chased away. But the challenge is he has already been paid quite some millions of money. So that is one gap that communities lose money, that we lose public funds or taxes that communities pay and raise. So the public perceives a significant gap in accountability and transparency regarding project execution and funding. And this is why we are saying in the next model, the county government should borrow and the government should borrow that any village admins, any county or ward administrators managing any projects at the county and village level should have at least a qualification of certificate in project management or diploma in project management and execution or degree in management and project management, which I as a researcher has, because I took community development and health planning and project management and advocacy. That's how we can connect all this. Civic education is another challenge. Civic education and community engagement. I repeat, number 4, civic education and community engagement. So what are the gaps? There is lack of civic education, and I think that one cuts across the entire 47 counties and the entire Kenya as a country. Civic education is not encouraged because civic education is a tool that politicians are not very comfortable with, because once people have information, and I think the Bible talks about information, the power of information, then they are able to make informed decisions, whether during elections, whether that project should be implemented, whether that project should stop, and how much has been put in that project.